Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, welcome to today's video. 71 Mach 1. You know, this has really come into its own as far as style and things like that go. You know, it's interesting on these cars here. You know, you have people that have the blocks of cars that they love in Mustangs. For instance, like the 65, 66s, the 67s and 68s. Then the 69s and 70s, and then you have these 71 to 73 cars that are a whole different body style too. And depending on the era that you grew up, or your taste in style and things like that, some of these cars are better looking than others. These cars have really started to grow and come in their own. So, having said that, this one here, 4-speed, and some great codes and colors and things like that. We've put on a set of a little bit wider Magnum 500s on the back. We can put the correct ones on if you don't want those, but it just had a great look. We had a set in stock. And because this car was aggressive in red and things like that, I thought it looked really great. So if you want them, they'll stay on. If not, we'll just swap them for the right size. Either way, let us know. All right, come on, let's talk about paint quality for a minute. Beautiful red paint on here. I don't know if you can get enough of that, but because the type and stuff is red too. But look how nice and clear that is. Now here, you're not gonna see clarity. Matter of fact, this is a perfect example of why I want you to see videos when you're doing paint. I want you to show how clear it is here, but here's what happens. Like this looks pretty shiny to some people, you know, if the light hits it just right, but look how blurry the type is. On this car here, it's supposed to be blurry because this is supposed to be satin black, but this is what it is. It should be crystal clear on the colors when you're looking at these cars and pictures, okay? All right, so come on around here for a second if you could. Awesome, awesome call out right there. Got the Mach 1. And in here, radial TAs, which I think are the greatest muscle car tire ever made. I don't know why, but somehow they just like perfect. Disc brakes inside, and they're power disc brakes, which is one of the things that sometimes we forget to ask about. Okay? If we walk around and we look at some of the stuff, great stripes on here. You got the rear window louvers. All right? You got the Ram Air hood. You know, in 71, we still had performance. This one here, not the small like 289 of the original cars, not the later 302 cars and things like that. This one here, coded for the 351. Got the 4-barrel on it. Okay? This is really nice. Factory air conditioning, man. How nice is that with the 4-speed trans? Power disc brakes we talked about, power steering right in there. Everything's nicely done inside here. It's detailed, it's fresh, it's ready. You could go to a car show, open the hood, and this is all wet sanded and buffed and looks really nice. Everything's painted nicely in here. It's got the right decals and stickers, what have you. I think you'd be all good, all right? Let's go check out the back for a second. All right, you can see how deep dish and meaty those rear wheels look. They're offset a little bit. I believe they're 10-inch wide Magnum 500 instead of 15 by 7s. Either 9s or 10s, I'm not sure. But look at that. They fit perfectly in there. This is kind of cool here. You get the big call out for the Mach 1. It's got the wing on the back. It's got the honeycomb here. We didn't talk about the louvers. I love louvers, but if you don't love them, they're so easy to take off, and it's really easy to clean the window. It just lifts right up, and it gets to that so you can clean it, okay? Let's check out the inside of the trunk. Now, this has an upgraded stereo system in it, too, which is pretty nice. When we get in the interior of the car, we can show that. So the trunk is all redone, all carpeted, okay? Somebody's installed this in here. It's an aftermarket piece, but it's kind of nice because it holds the trunk up a lot, because when you put the rear spoiler on, if you don't do the right springs and what have you, that might not work. But inside here is the upgraded portion of the sound system, some wiring, and I believe there's an amp in there and some things like that. But when we look inside the car, we can show that. But this looks great from behind and just cool, especially with the blacked out trim. Okay, let's check out the inside. This is nice here. So you got the small console, which I think looks great. You have full factory gauges, and this is kind of cool too. They put a sun tack and buried inside the gauges inside here, which is nice. Air conditioning controls. This is the upgraded sound system that we talked about. Now this gauge pod here is obviously aftermarket, and the one thing too is you want to keep this car really authentic. This is an easy car to put back, but some people really like this stuff, so I haven't changed it. We can change it if you want to, but you just let us know. But like this right here comes right out. We could put the plate back over it, okay? And we can always put the stock radio back in and move this into the glove box, which we do for a lot of people, okay? But if you like the way it looks, I wouldn't sweat it. It's got the 3-spoke wheel on it. It also has an electric trunk release, and I wanted to show you why we put that bar on there. I pushed the button and it opened it right up, which is kind of cool because back then that wasn't really what was happening. Anyway, got the 4-speed with the Hurst shifter. Great looking white bucket seat interior, white headliner, all the pieces in here. We're just finishing the restoration on this car And we got a couple pieces that haven't arrived. We ordered a new chrome front bumper because I didn't love it. And the rear view mirror came in, but it wasn't put on in time to do the video, and I didn't want to install the video, so you're getting a really nice brand new mirror there. And although you may not notice the chrome bumper in the video, I'm telling you about it only because I didn't love the way it looked, and it needed to, the rest of the car shines way too much, and so I think the bumper was probably original, and it's made it look even worse now that the car's even shinier, okay? Anyway, enough of the rambling. How about I start it for you, and you can hear what that big 351 sounds like. All right, in closing up the video on this Mach 1, you know, this is a cool Mach 1. Not that all Mach 1s aren't cool, because they are, but this is kind of, it takes you to a different kind of driving Mach 1, meaning it has great red paint on it. It's got the big 351 in it, but it has a couple of nice things. The 4-speed that a lot of Mach 1s didn't have. It has the upgraded sound system that the previous owner put in the car, which you're going to do anyway. We put the bigger wheel and tire on there. You may like it, you may not. I think it looks awesome. The rear window louvers, the spoilers, the magnums, the blacked out hood. Just so many great things as I look down here, and you know, the front rear spoilers, I don't know, just got a great look and a great stance, and it's not a ridiculous amount of money, which is really nice. So if you can find a way to get a cool muscle car in your life, this would be a really nice piece to have, and I think you'd really enjoy it. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.